Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Danis Pranay Putrakama from the Manufacturing Engineering, and my student ID 2505-1230025. And here I am going to explain three common types of publication that we often find in engineering journals. I select three real examples from Elsevier journals. The first one is a full-length research article titled Optimizing Fabrication Process for Scalable Production of Flexible Thermoelectric Modules, a case study on self-powered EOT systems, published in Result in Engineering. The second one is a review article titled Tool Steels and Their Additive Manufacturing for Fabrication and Repair via PBF and DED Process, Techniques, Challenges, and Applications from the journal Materials and Design. And the third one is a case report titled Fabrication of Brick from Teneriel Leather Buffing Fly as Was the World Approach, published in Case Studies in Chemical and Environmental Engineering. The first article is a full-length research article, which presents original experimental research. It focuses on optimizing the process of fabrication, flexible thermoelectric generators, devices that can convert waste heat into electrical energy for Internet of Things or IoT system. The authors experimented with different silicon layer thickness and fabrication pressures to improve the power output and mechanical stability. This article has a complete scientific structure, including an abstract, introduction, methodology, result, discussion, and conclusion. It is 10 pages long and includes 9 figures and 2 tables that show experimental setups, data, and performance graphs. The purpose of this article is to share new findings and provide detailed data that can be used for further engineering development. The second one is a review article. Unlike a research article, this type doesn't present new experiments. Instead, it summarizes and analyzes many previous studies to give a broad understanding of a specific topic. This paper reviews the additive manufacturing of tool steels, especially using two main process, power bed fusion or PBF and directed energy deposition or DED. It discusses the machines, challenges, and application of these techniques for both fabrication and repair purpose. The review is quite long, 30 pages, containing 36 figures and 6 tables that compare different studies, process parameters, and material properties. Its goal is to provide a comprehensive overview of what is already known, highlight the advantages and limitations of each method, and suggest direction for future research. The third article is a case report, which focuses on specific practical study. It describes how research in Bangladesh produced eco-friendly bricks made from leather buffing dust fly ash, which is a waste material from tanneries. The authors mix the fly ash with clay in different proportions and test the physical and chemical properties of the bricks, such as compressive strength, water absorption, and lacing behavior. They found that the brick with 12% fly ash had the best strength and environmental performance. This article is 10 pages long with 7 figures and 7 tables showing the experimental process, material characterization, and test result. The goal of this case report is to share a real-world engineering solution that turns industrial waste into a valuable construction material. From these three articles, I learned that each publication type serves a different purpose. A full-length research article reviews new experiments and discoveries. A review article collects and analyzes existing studies to give a complete overview of a topic. And a case report focuses on one specific project or application. Each of them contributes to engineering knowledge in its own way. Personally, I will prefer to write a full-length research article in the future because I enjoy doing experiments and analyzing data to find new solutions. Maybe it's all from me. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.